Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. That will only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go. 180!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Foreman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
2. Stop.
50 cheers to Mike. Watch Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Here we go. Tighten up.
Topper.
Throwing on 1st down. Tanner. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Tanner open here, Adam Thielen. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tanner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
61. Matchbox lights. Rock it.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tanner. Being chased out left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Foreman, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Weapon.
Spike 56. Watch the pass. Check the backer. Check the backer. Hey, alert 3.
Get it.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Ready to go.
Check Mike 54.
Now.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
We didn't want this.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 99. Quick dash. Come.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hit it.
To throw on second down. Tanner flushed out right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
From the gun, Tanner nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 8 read. Protein spill.
Cook following the penalty. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Isabella. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ochena Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
11. Hey, Charlie.
Yo. I got you. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Not here. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
1, Omaha. 21. Here we go. Hey, Alpha.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, gun. 21. 58.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Will Disley in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tanner. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Tanner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I got you.
Again, it's Foreman. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here we go. 180. 21. I'll go 10. Watch tight end. 5-2. Hey, 2. 5-2. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. 52 is the mic right here over there. 2. Watch the slap. 2. Watch the safety creep. White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Airing one out for Crowder. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, Tanner. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Tanner. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch it, watch it.
6'6", bullet high. Leo. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Throwing again, Tanner. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Andy Isabella was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Foreman, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Foreman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Sidelines.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down. 18 Gator.
Right here. Go!
Operating from the gun, Tanner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Foreman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st and 10, Tanner. Wilson's got it complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and 9 now. It got his man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Tanner. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Tanner. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Tanner. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from long, very long range. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as